Stay tuned, McGores, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech as we get into the campaigns of Howl's Harrows, and today we're going to try some smooth jazz. But more specifically, we're going to be attempting to capture a base, 417 priority salvage, 507,600 sea bills, and 4.5 skulls. That'll be a bit of a party. We're bringing pretty much the exact same lance as last time, while we're waiting for several other mechs to be designed and built. We have a roughneck that is currently being repaired, and of course we have a brand new dreadnought, which someone suggested I remove 2 heavy large lasers from in order to improve the core, which would then turn the mech into only having 2 heavy large lasers, and this felt to be a little bit undergunned for a 100-tonner. But I digress. Let's continue on. We're going to start pushing on in. Looks like we can scout the facility pretty easily. We already have them in sight with a marksman artillery vehicle. Pair of gas-off shots. Looks like nothing actually managed to connect, but the simple fact of the matter is I now have him in line of sight, and that means he's dead. I don't know if he actually has understood that just yet, but I do believe that everybody can get towards everything else in time. We'll just have to see what ends up coming along, but yeah, seriously, if we get the Onagron, it's dead. Gaussel getting shot at because they now can see us, but luckily for us, we have more than enough AMS coverage. Did you see the number of AMS beams that were flying around? We got a Mauler. How adorable. Maulers are fairly solid mechs. They can be equipped in a variety of different ways. The Risk one is potentially incredibly dangerous because it has, well, Rack 2. Okay, thank you. You, darn it. He moved. It's going to make him slightly more difficult to kill. I'm a little bit surprised, though, that he was able to move on a phase 20 and he's artillery. Jeez. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. I'm a little bit annoyed and jealous. Because my pilots roll like trash, but apparently vehicles can move super fast. I don't remember this being a thing, but hey, we'll hopefully be able to get ourselves rocking and rolling on soon. Just get everybody's AMS to protective mode. Good job. Alright, Paradox, let's go murder ourselves a marksman artillery vehicle. I don't really care if you can see it or not. That's not really the point of the exercise today. We're just going to shoot at it, and it's going to be pretty, and, you know, big explosions. That's what you're going for here. Already managed to shoot himself. There's a Thunderbolt 20 cure. That's pretty hilarious. However, he's not a priority at the moment. Mainly because Thunderbolts are super easy to eliminate from having to worry about, whereas artillery can get through AMS and it doesn't really matter. So you have to focus that artillery a little bit better because the Thunderbolt, well, it's 2 Thunderbolt missiles. Your AMS is probably going to have a better than decent chance of shooting them both down before all hell breaks loose. Looks like the enemy's lost sight of us. Good. So that means we can now push in and be incredibly aggressive. Oh, hi. This was not intentional, but I'm going to kill you. Sorry. It's just the way we are. Okay, that may have been a little bit overkill on him. It was only a 50-ton Centurion? Yeah, 50-ton Centurion. Well, we've managed to wipe out 2 targets already, and now we've got incoming missiles from the heavy MML carrier. Now, of course, the heavy MML carrier, being intelligent, utilized a variety of munition types, including heat. Yeah, there was no other possible thing for you to be. I need... Actually, Jester might be able to do this on his own. Let's recycle these. I definitely don't fire only his missiles. Oh, never mind, he's got a halfway decent chance of hitting with the Thumper shape charge anyway. So we're going to go shape charge on that, Hydra on the missiles, and let it rip. Good hits. Follow-up is solid. And it's still turn 1, and 3 enemy units have been destroyed. 1 mech, 2 fire support vehicles. Okay, we got a thermal barrack. This will be a tandem carrier, yeah, heavy TBM alarm carrier. Right? I know you're just flat out heavy TBM. So this is a lot of Thunderbolts today. I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, I'm not shocked or anything, but it is rather interesting. You're actually surprisingly slightly more dangerous than the other one, and the reason being more missiles. That is the long and the short of it. There are more missiles to have to deal with. Didn't quite kill you. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. A little disappointing. But the reason why he's more dangerous is because one of those missiles might get through, whereas when you're dealing with the TBM-20 over there, that's just not even a concern. 2 TBMs, not a problem. 4 TBMs, probably not a problem. Also, he seemed to have some sort of backup missile setup. Are we done? Have you all completed your actions? No, they're going to keep focusing on the King Crack, which I suppose I would do. I mean, it's incredibly scary and huge. It happens to have 4 Rack 5s. Makes it a little bit of a priority target. What do we see? Do we identify anything new, or just did those missiles come out of the ether? Looking like ether today. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's give it a shape charge shot, see what ends up happening. I'll go full warlord on it. I was gonna drop some heat on him, but you know what? Make it rain. Oh, that's what I was looking for right there.
Reporting enemy
See,
vehicle
now we're getting the kill. It's still flying away. Oh, off it goes. Okay, done bouncing. Very, very well done. So we have a high ground advantage, and that's one of the reasons why our artillery is doing so well, even on turn 1. Oh, actually, no, we're on round 2 now, so TVM carrier must die because he's got 2 Thunderbolt 20s. This is the 2 Thunderbolt 20s is the equivalent of hitting somebody with a guided arrow, which really hurts. It's an AC 20 at maximum range, so you would kind of prefer to have the arrow, obviously, because the arrow is just a little bit more, I don't want to say reliable, but kind of. Assassin, I don't care. You are an interesting one. You've got ultras. That's cool. I give you props for that one. Your buddy in behind you, however, has to die. Okay, a little bit of heat going down on everybody. Managed to identify a few more targets, such as a Shiltron D. Oh, that's gotta die. Twin ranked 5s. Although, no, they're not clan. I can dream, but they're not it, unfortunately. Yeah, you can shift out to the side, get yourself out of line of sight. We do not want to get shot at by the Shiltron. Despite the Shiltron being, I believe, of course, I can't get away from this damn thing. Is the Victor also a long-time version? No, it's not. It's just a normal Victor, but seriously. It's getting a little annoying to have to fight the exact same mech every single time. I know I shouldn't complain considering I use the exact same mechs almost every single time, but you know what? I see this Marauder a lot. I'm gonna finish off the Thunderbolt carrier. There we go. And he's dead. So we got a marksman and we got a Shiltron, and that'll do it for what appears to be the fire support group. This fire here was started when the marksman over here that we cooked fired and, you know, missed because it was turn 1 and we were still pretty evasive. He was gonna have much of a chance. Killing the Shiltron might be a little bit irritating just purely because he's so high, I think. I think the hill's up high. Swooping. Oh, no, it's not that bad actually. We might be able to take him out. Not maybe about it, but can get him behind you. Oh, I can get behind so many of you. So you really tempted me here. This may be a bit of a mistake. I mean, the Mauler can see me, and the Kraken can see me too. Kraken Atlas, of course, has a Gauss rifle, which is fascinating, but not particularly dangerous. I could try and kill you. I mean, I do have not a great chance, but it's a chance. If I drill really well, I might actually get the kill that I need, but we'd have to drill really well. I take it back. We drilled really well. Okay, wow. Unexpected, but yeah. A surprise to be sure, but welcome in. And then you got missed by the artillery. That's beautiful. Because he missed, now I can focus on trying to kill the Shiltron before the Shiltron actually gets to do anything to me. So that works out pretty nicely. I'm impressed. You all deserve a cookie.
I copy.
38th, probably not all that good.
Roger.
I take it back. I mean, my team today apparently has decided that they're going to grant me great gifts, and Howl has managed to nail 2 hits on a Shiltron from 38% chance. This is beautiful. It could all go wrong really quickly, but it's still beautiful right now. Baltic currently within the aegis of our AMS. No concerns at the moment. 20 missiles. Y'all didn't stand a chance. Keep moving forward. You have a long way to go. I don't know why I keep this thing in the company. If I'm completely honest, there are better ways to do what it does. Mainly by not doing it at all. Okay, I gotta shut off 3 racks, and this is purely because the jerks managed to hurt me. Actually, if I'm gonna do that, let's just run at 2. Can I make that work? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so 8 shots, 9 shots, 10 shots, 11 shots, 12 shots. Oh, I wonder why. Okay, so we'll go with 12 shots. Rat-a-tat-tat. Good. Just perfect. Report. Enemy racks taken care of. No concern. No need to worry. Life is good in the neighborhood. I'm trying to figure out where I want to go. I want to be somewhat protected. And temperature back. We lose the awesome glowing paint job at that point, but still. You want it to be under temperature control, otherwise life tends to go really badly, really quickly. Crack with a gas rifle, managing to miss, thankfully. Couple of missiles getting through the protective barrier, and it is swarm LRMs, of course, so it's getting a little bit extra damage that we probably don't want to take. Mockingbird. Yes. Do you have a good shot on everybody's favorite little marksman? Oh, you have a beautiful shot. Oh, so good. I love it. So the Mackie is actually, for once, being able to do its job in the direct fire mode, which is something it almost never gets to do. It almost always is relegated to having to do its job like support mode. And I'm going to shut these off. Cycle the hydras. Will I actually be in range? No. I don't think so anyway. Oh, so not in range, not in range, not in range. But the swarms are. Okay, if the swarms are, we'll rock with that. Pear-shaped charges, hit it good, and the swarms come in. Didn't quite get the crit follow-up that I was hoping for. But a decent amount of damage, he should be pretty open. So future round, explosions to be expected. Cycling back to top. Okay, so the marksman may have a second lease on life, which would be unfortunate. Assassin running on forward. It's a cute little mech, don't get me wrong, but it's not exactly something that I'm all that interested in get my hands on. Aha, all intercepted, perfect. Victor's dangerous up close, so obviously we're not going to let him get up close.
Ready to rock.
And you can probably just die. Now why, you may ask, did you fire the tag barrage? Was that intentional? Well, obviously yes, I turned it on. But we're going to attempt to start cooking the Atlas. See if you can't remove him from the equation. And the way you can start that is by bombarding him with all kinds of heat. Victor is not in a position to do anything at the moment. Paradox, on the other hand, if I can get the Onager in range. Hey, Onager barely makes it, but we'll take it, because he's the Onager, gosh darn it. You're the one I want. Unfortunately, he's not in SRM range, so we've just got to deal with what we've got to deal with. More heat, and he's now over the red line. This is the plan. Ooh. Heat battery, heat battery, heat battery.
No shooting.
That's all he is to me. I don't even care if I hit. It's just a way to activate the endo TSM.
Next time. Commander.
Howl. Howl actually could do some interesting work with, you know, long-range shenanigans. She's fairly solid at it.
Engaging.
Okay, she missed both times. But that is perfectly fine given the amount that she was able to do the last time I asked her to do something special. Yeah, Vulture, go target his Kraken, Twin Infernos, let him cook.
Targeting for
And one, and a two. And you know what to do. You're just gonna stick at the back. I don't want you actually getting involved in this sort of combat shenanigans. Life, victory, happiness, all these things will come to you from beyond visual range. And over the hill. Point defense blaring away, keeping us all nice and safe. The Vulture has no fear nor worries. 20 missiles shot down. So that's actually coming from the Mauler, okay. I was wondering. Nothing too serious of a wonder, but it did have me concerned. Only a little bit. Not like, oh my god, I'm about to die, but mostly like, huh.
Acknowledged.
Who keeps shooting these things? Oh good, the Hydras are in range. So, please cook. Whoop whoop. There goes his ammo. Shouldn't have fired the shape charge. The shape charge is what did it.
Yeah. What can I do?
Okay. The Victor I think I want to kill, just outright, because the Victor is 100 damage concentrated, and that's just not healthy. So the Gauss rifle was annoying because the Gauss rifle was long range.
Standing by.
Yes, Mackie. Mackie? Yes, fires a gun. I was so hoping that you would be the other one. Give it an Inferno shell.
Gotcha.
Boop. There's a lot more where that came from. And trust me, it's all coming your way. I blew up the Kraken. I have to go for a secondary, don't I? So once the Kraken is dealt with, and it has been, The Victor just needs to explode. I didn't see anything special on the Victor, but I should actually take a look at it with better sensors when I get the chance. Because once you can figure out exactly what they're carrying, then you can figure out whether or not they need to die. Or, you know, just suffer unplanned disassembly. Did that assassin just stand still?
Orders?
I think he did. And that might be more than a little amusing. I can get a line of sight on the Victor, of all things, the thing that I don't care about taking intact. Screw it, we'll do it. Yeah, we've activated reinforcements. That was a bit of a mistake. Ooh, boy. Temperature is high. Start out. Okay, hit him with a plasma. 76 heat is a good way to start. Howl.
Standing by.
Surprise! Actually, no, that would be actually probably not a good idea. Because we haven't dealt with the Victor just yet.
Acknowledged.
However, I do have an opportunity to blow up the assassin in spectacular fashion, so let's do that. Didn't kill him. It's kind of sad when you can hit a target with 2 gas rifles and they don't explode. By a target, I mean something that's 40 tons. And if it's only 40 tons, if I hit you with 150 damage, I want your entire mech to turn into little tiny pieces. Oh god, we're about to get shot by the Victor. I was hoping to avoid this. Also, this fire here from that one phase that he sent our way was so annoying. No, seriously, I'm actually really irritated by the fact that there's all of this fire here. There should not be all of this fire here.
Affirmative.
Yeah, see if you can't kill him. I know, I'm being super risky with you, but you'll have to forgive me. Aha! Victory! Oh wait, no, wasn't a kill. It was just an arm.
Another hit like that and you're toast.
So, what are you going to do, Mr. Mauler? Because you happen to be standing right next to a mech, which is going to do a lot of damage to you. A lot of damage. To be fair, you have, 4 UX. Did you seriously just waste all of your time firing missiles instead? You have 4 UX2s. I mean, if that's what makes you happy, I guess, but like, maybe you should consider not. Alright, just give me a good position to look down on them. As we want to do. That's beautiful and more than a little overkill. You are 2 machine guns, 2 medium... Yeah, so you are the bog standard Victor. There is nothing interesting or special about you other than the fact that you're 80 tons. I'm gonna kill you just because you exist. I know, cruel, but truth. Only needed the Gauss rifle. Also, it kept the temperature nice and chill. Crusade and Undeath. Right, that'll do. That'll be quite nice. Oh god, this might do it. Let's run the gun at full power. All the blasts. It is on the front, but all the blasts. Nope. Nope, you just was not able to handle that one.
Target eliminated.
Alright, Finn. Yeah, we got a target for you. You've been using nothing but Infernos basically this whole time, which makes sense. Plus 90 said heat. Did something just explode? I feel like something collapsed. May have been the base. Also, the heat onto, our other mechs. Not really that much of a problem. Inferno shell, 96% accuracy.
Firing. My heat's getting
You're
high.
fine.
I'm dead.
Jester. The Emperor will continue to walk forward. And then the Hydras, just for the kicker. And you're offline. Lovely. So that was taken care of quite easily. Alright, Howl, time for you to get your opportunity to prove yourself. Aim for the front. Take aim. Go for the headshot. Shut off all of this, because the medium lasers don't matter.
Locked on target.
Type magnifique.
One left target.
Alright, Death Crusade.
Orders.
Just walk. You look cool. It's badass. Be
Roger
cool.
that. Full speed.
Where is Shobo? Shobo's not for a little while. Shobo got a little bit toasty with everybody, but you know what? It worked out in the end, so I'm actually pretty proud of her.
Commander.
And then Jester,
Orders.
the Emperor on in. Prepare yourself for victory. And maximum mega death. Actually, I think the mega death has already been taken care of. We just need to cycle everybody. So Onager didn't have as much of a major swing as it normally does, but you know what? I can't complain because we managed to capture ourselves some pretty decent gear.
Sprinting.
And Mockingbird,
Waiting for orders.
loving this little hill back here, allowed her to just accurately fire every single round. It was beautiful. Oh,
Got something
facility
going on?
occupied. Mission incomplete. What is this?
Double time. Let's go.
Alright, we're gonna look around, see if there's any actual enemy.
Okay.
So far, nothing.
Full throttle.
But we'll keep our eyes and sensor systems peeled. Unfortunately, that means I have to come off my hill. And I like my hill a lot.
No shooting, just running.
Paradox will be
Standing by.
come on down the hill. Paradox actually does need to be on top of somebody, so being on top of the hill does not really help him all that much. King Crack, on the other hand, he's beautiful on a hill. The range on the AC-5 is actually pretty good. So the Rack 5s are pretty solid at what they do. Okay. I'm not seeing any pause. Oh, there's a dropship right there.
Got it.
See anything? No, not really. Okay, so we don't know where the enemy is. Could be worse.
Rolling.
There they are. Okay, they needed some time to show up.
Like enemy reinforcements.
Hopefully they haven't, appeared inside of my formation again. That tends to be a little irritating. They just needed, 2 turns to figure out what was going on. A Centurion, interesting. I suppose that's a mech. Yes, indeed. So they're all in here.
Light damage, Commander.
Oh, I remember this map. This is the map we got our Roughneck on. Interesting. Onager's on a little bit of the wrong side, but he can probably get where he needs to be shortly. Avatar, always a cool mech. Not the hero version with the little flag painted on the back, but still. Ow. Ooh. Why does she always just, at the end, always just takes huge amounts of damage? Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Not amazing, but pretty good. The reason it's not amazing, because I think an Avatar needs to have a second good gun like that. Oh, yeah, the Gauss rifle one. Or a Gauss rifle. Gosh darn it.
I'm getting my.
I know, it's really irritating actually, because he's currently threatening a very important piece of equipment. Ooh, grasshopper. Alright, so, we're all alive. It's all good.
Commander.
So, Vulture. Do I want to take an Avatar intact? The answer to this question is no. In fact, I don't think any of these deserve to be taken intact. Guided, give me sensor lock. Let's just make his life pain.
Got a lot.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. 44, 25, 89. Guided shells. Good hits. Unfortunately, they separated.
Right
Alright,
here.
King Crack. Go murder, death, and destruction of ungodly firepower. Right, so you have a light Gauss and MRM-20s. That's actually not bad. Enjoy. Okay, that was way overkill. We were on the side and it was an Avatar. And the Avatars have Inertia XL engines built into the mechs, so they can't get rid of them. Which means, oh, it was just a bad day to be him.
Affirmative.
You just need to take some time. Paradox, where be ye? Yeah, let's bring on the Onager. Hello. Wow, the accuracy is garbage. Absolute garbage. I wonder why. They're not first turn protected and they didn't move that fast. There you go, 90 heat. Now you're enjoying.
Ready for orders.
Now you be cooking with gas.
I copy.
Yeah, I could cook you now. Yeah, let's do that. We won't fire the Thumpers because the Thumpers are a little bit too dangerous at the moment. Oh heck, what am I saying? Turn the Thumpers on. Switch over to high explosive. Target area of effect. Don't be stupid. Be intelligent. Utilize the mech for what it was designed to do.
Shot.
Ruin everybody's day. Another 38 heat and we're right on the edge of the threshold. And Howl. Gosh darn it all. Why? Everybody hates Howl.
Let's move.
It's happened last time too.
Ready
In
to
case you
rock.
forgot. I do have a shot. Lovely.
Roger,
High. Large heavy lasers. The whole 9 yards.
Firing
Mainly because we weren't going to hit anyway. We made him uninvasive. Oh, I like this. I
Commander?
like this a lot. Can you then ruin his weak?
10-4.
Yes. 4068. Knocked down. I think we hooked him. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So now you're taken care of. And you're just going to hang out on top of your mountain. Because your mountain is safe.
Commander.
Yeah, you're just going to keep leaving. I mean, you could show up again to try and shoot. But I don't want to risk dying. Tends to be high on my list of things that I'd like to avoid with Howl. We'll reserve. We'll see what
Hoping
happens.
for the right opportunity.
I think she's far enough back, but no guarantees. And then the King... Oop. King Crack is not going to be providing fire support in the next round. He managed to jam everything. Centurion coming on back. I'm assuming it's the CN11. So the improved one. Single shot with a PPC. Oh, are you the MML7 heavy PPC one? Can't see. We'll have to find out. Onager, move in and find out. Really, it's the grasshopper that I care about, but if I can't see the grasshopper, I may as well get this job done properly.
Confirmed.
Yeah, you're MML heavy PPC. I'm 80% sure. Get out of the mech. Wow. He just took 244 heat and just did not care. He's sitting there and like, you take me for a punk? To which I respond, yes, very much so. I like the fact that this mech automatically just has a 5% damage reduction all the time. It's like, I don't even care
Ready
anymore.
to get it on.
I have this fully under control.
Yup.
Marauder? I could try and shoot off his head, but I'd probably blow up the entire mech. You, on the other hand.
I'm on him.
Ba-boom. Oh, just guidance for artillery, baby. It's beautiful.
Roger that, Commander.
Waiting
I'd
for
rather
orders.
not fire my artillery just yet, just because I want to make this, you know, count. Yeah, you're a bog standard. Hey, I was right. I figured I was right, but no, now it's guaranteed. More fire.
Locked on with all weapons.
Causing heat to both of them. That's kind of my plan at the moment.
I'm out of long-range missiles.
And no more Inferno.
Acknowledged.
The life is no longer quite as fun as it used to be. I'm gonna drop an Inferno shell on your face and see what happens.
Copy that, Commander.
He's panicking. But he still thinks he has it. I would
Waiting for
disagree
orders.
strongly, but hey, it's up to him to make that decision.
Double time.
Even though I think he's absolutely 100% wrong. Get the battery back on. Was that a pilot lethal?
That's a
Hey,
kill.
this is why you should have gotten out of the mech when I told you to. You could have saved yourself a self-destruction. Alright, back up on our hill, aiming down on the enemy. Accuracy be terrible around. So we'll just focus on the Centurion. Give him love and hydras.
Roger that.
And that's the reason for the swarm and the hydras only on this mech. That way I can just attack ground and be guaranteed to be hitting targets. Rather than being like, oh, well, I can do this, but I won't be able to hit anything with the LRMs, and so half the time I need to shut them off. So most of the time the swarm LRMs and the hydras aren't in range, but the idea is sound. There is no way the Black Knight's in range to be able to rush on in. It's just a distance
for orders.
problem. Get up right there. You are still unsteady with this one. I'll take care of that. I mean, I don't want you moving first next round, and you are going to, but
Standing by.
I just wanted to get rid of your problem.
Receiving you.
Right. So the Centurion is sitting still. Grasshopper. By sitting still, I mean not at all. Boop. Boop. Didn't explode him. Slightly disappointed.
Some heavy damage.
Go up higher. Gain more high
problem.
ground.
On my way.
And now he gets to move, which is going to shed all that instability. So, should have moved Howl. Should have had her shoot him. That would have pushed him over the limit, and he would have, fallen or died, or some combination of them. Grasshopper should be a fairly easy target if the artillery is to be believed, but the artillery tends to have a very wonky view on things, so I'm not sure if the Onager is going to be able to replicate that. He's moving through fire, okay. And he's chilling. Or at least going to try. He's going to fail, but he's going to try.
Orders.
Onager, yes. Your AMS is offline, but your MMLs are currently golden. Let's just get you within short range, which is where you're most deadly.
I got
Okay, you missed one thing. 157 heat is not a sufficient amount of heat, unfortunately. So you're gonna rush like so? Actually, let's not be dumb. As much as I want to move her forward, I don't want to lose the mech accidentally because I screw something up. We're just gonna rush in amongst. Hi,
Moving
how you doing? Maybe not that hot. Yeah, maybe not any heat at all.
I may need some more time in the simulator.
How did you?
Try
Never
in
mind.
here.
It's not important.
orders.
What is important is that I'm about to utterly annihilate somebody's week. So you haven't gone yet, which actually makes you incredibly important to murder, so please explode. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. We already have the mauler that we're taking, so we have no need to grab that. And Mockingbird. Give him a shape charge explosive shell. Warlord it up. Now that was brutal. Not one of mine, right? Something exploded. I don't think it was one of mine. I think it was the truck.
Mission successful.
I think there was a, the Shieldtron. I think that's what blew up. I'm hoping that's what blew up, because if my stuff blew up, it's bad. However, that does mean, oh no, that means removing the rack 5s from the loot table. That's unfortunate. Once again, Howl just getting lit up at the end and just ruining everything. King Crack grabbing most. Martyr not terrible either. Okay, so there's enough parts to build an avatar. There's also enough parts to build a mauler. Is there anything in the mauler? Gas rifles, heavy MM40s are good. I have 4 of them, so I don't really need them. I'm building quite the collection of LBXs. Even more risk MML20s. What is this? It's this garbage. If they're not clan, I'm not interested. Ultra 2s, Artemis gunnery battle control. You don't get that very often. At least I haven't seen it very often. XL engines, indirect plus. Gunnery support A and B. I was just talking about this. I think I need to be. Now, why am I going to do this? Because I'm getting the mauler. Because I'm getting a 90-ton mauler. Am I keeping the 90-ton mauler? No, I'm selling it. Sorry, but I've had a mauler before, so I have no interest in building another mauler. The only reason why I didn't do that with the, God, what's it called? The Dreadnought is because because the Dreadnought is just so good and was built in with all the cool stuff. Okay, interesting. I gotta do something with that. Okay. Didn't get any of the extra mauler or avatar parts, so that's a bit disappointing. We got the 4 Thunderbolt 15s. Now we're gonna use them. They're terrible. I should sell them. Whole bunch of Guardian ECMs. Cockpit voice. Cool. Don't think I'll ever use it, but it's cool. And we did not get any of the cool sniper ammo, just the boring sniper ammo, so. And, you know, ammo quantity for the Rack 5s. Not that we need it, because we only use double tons for our Rack 5s, because we need as much ammunition as I can shovel into a mech. It's a problem. It's a major problem. So, the fact that the King Crack has 5.7 rounds of shooting is so terrifying to me, because if we ever get into an extended engagement with it, just all hell breaks loose. But it does take time to get in position, and then you've got to wait for good shots, and it works out mostly, but yeah, when you have the capability to burn through 24 shots per round, and your bins are 35, it's a bit of a problem. Alright, a little bit of Baroque action going on, 104,000. Howl is pretty much all of that. Is that? Oh, 104, 142, okay. I was worried for a second that she just cost me a million seebles. A mauler is a good pickup. We could actually turn it into a variety of cool mechs. But like I said, I've had a mauler. I have not had a longbow, so sell the avatar, no interest. Sell the grasshopper, no interest. The long-time marauder. If I had actually kept all the pieces for that one, I would have actually had a long-time marauder by now. Not that I would, want it, but it would be there. Oh. Reasonably intact, too. I mean, it looks to be on here. I'm seeing parts of the center stack are still intact. What did you actually come with? You had Pharaoh and a 270 Fusion core. What's left? No. So it's a mixed hard point of everything. Its arms are energy weapons, which would be, we'd end up building it pretty much the exact same way that we built the, God, what's it called? The Dreadnought. Why do I keep spacing out the Dreadnought's name? Also, I don't like the chest cannons that it's got going on. They freak me out. But yeah, so I could do something like that, but at the end of the day, if you're gonna do that, do it in the arms. Do it in the arms, take as much advantage as you can possibly get. So we're not going to. We are in fact going to sell the smaller because I don't see a need for it. I mean, I'll keep it in the company for another 14 days, but odds are the smaller is going the way of the dodo. This, on the other hand, I am building into something. There's a lot of work to be done on this one in order to prepare it for what needs to be doing. A lot of equipment, a lot of mathematics in order to figure out, hey, exactly how do I want to build this thing and that it'll be useful? I mean, ideally you'd want, as many arrow forces you could cram into it, but that's not going to happen, unfortunately. Alright, what do we got in the faction shop? Hey, there's that Snape charge? No. Shaped charge ammo. That'll be quite useful to us. Nothing useful in the energy weapons. More improved swarm. I have 5 tons, but I could use more. I know, it's 500,000 seagulls. That's a huge expense for ammunition, but the improved swarm is actually really good. And I'm gonna need a lot of swarm. Spiked helmet, warfare suite. Yeah. I mean, the spiked helmet for a backup, I don't have any of those. Just in case, Showboat bails out of another mech. You never quite know. Alright, show it to me. Alright. The minor damage to most things. Of course, except for the gas wolf, which is just in pain. I may actually try and take a mission like this. I have the mechs to do it. It just would mean not having a nimble, awesome 75-ton medcap. Okay, you will get your injury resistant heat threshold. This puts you up to all 9s across the board, which makes Coach not as bad of a pilot anymore. Finn is good. Howl's good. Jester is max. He is maximum. Omega, we don't really bother doing anything with. He's just kind of there. Alright, not terrible. Show me the hiring hall. I should actually pay more attention to this. Hey, it's Glitch. I'm not hiring Glitch. Sorry. It's just not happening. I occasionally steal a few seables from me. Yeah, that's kind of not good. Bobo! It's been a while since Bobo. He's a tech. 36,000 a month. I mean, that's a pretty considerable increase, but that gives us +1 mech tech, which is pretty huge. Welcome to the team, Popo. Benjer, you're useless to us, and Basilisk, you are useless to us. So, going to 36 mech tech ought to help a little bit with getting our stuff back online. Caswell went down to a single day repair, so that's good. Thanatos is still 5 days away. Rough Tank is 11 days from repair. The Dreadnought is 55 days away from just being built. But it is a full-on build. We don't have to worry about that. But that's going to do it for today's episode of folks. I have been Turak. If you like what I'm seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every single time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon. Leave a comment. It's good for the algorithm. And I will see you all in the next episode.